Hi everybody, this is Joe. I'm here to do a video on narcissistic personality disorder. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about something that may help a lot of people out who may have been abused by a narcissist, and they probably trying to figure out on why things had took place the way they had took place in that situation, or maybe for someone who probably in a situation like this, dealing with a narcissist, and they trying to get their head together as far as on what's going on in their situation as far as dealing with a narcissist. And that is why the narcissist devalue you. So why the narcissist devalue you? There are several reasons why the narcissists actually do this to you in the situation. It could be where they have you in the three phases of the narcissist. As far as the second phase of they devalue you after the idealist phase. This could be in a situation where you probably have a narcissistic friend or maybe a narcissistic family member that probably do this on a consistent type of level, or probably every once in a while, the Jekyll and Hyde thing with the narcissist. Anyone who dealt with the narcissist know exactly what I'm talking about. And the reason on why they do this, like I said, several reasons before. I know one of them is because it gives them the sense of power, and I'm going to explain on why on why is this to the narcissist a sense of power, because it's all about control. The narcissists, what they do, they focus on a lot of your weaknesses or any of your shortcomings that they feel that they could target, and they could try to twist it against you. And what they do, they try to make you feel any way they try to make you feel beneath yourself, below yourself, in any type of way where they feel like they have the upper hand, so you could run to them for validation. This what keeps you under control. So now they feel a little more superior over you. And the narcissists, they know exactly what's going on. They know exactly what they are doing in this situation, why they devalue you. And why they feel in a way of them having that control is because what's happening, they see you doubting yourself. They see you kind of second guessing yourself. The narcissists know the narcissist could sense insecurity in this situation. And a lot of time a narcissist, they listening to you while you having conversations with them. They observing a lot of your ways. A lot of your ways around people. When you're around people, when you're around when you're around your friends, around your family, or just in your social life, they observing you. They actually seeing how you are with people. And what the narcissist is doing, they so busy focusing on your weaknesses, your shortcomings, and everything that you complain about, or anything that they feel that kind of get to you. If anyone know what I'm saying by that, they observing on this. And you'll notice that the narcissists, they sit back. Some of the narcissists, they kind of stay quiet. And sometimes the narcissists, what they do, they kind of be more in your conversation, as far as they try to come off as they helping you, or they try to give you advice. And actually what the narcissist actually doing, that they kind of like observing you as far as any of your weaknesses or anything that you talk about, as far as your shortcomings, or as far as what you're complaining about, or as far as what you having a problem with, or as far as your situation right now, as far as you going through something. It could be something emotional, it could be something dealing with your finances. It could be something dealing with a friend or a family, any type of situation. So when you come to them and you start talking to them about this or whatever, they actually observing you, as far as they looking at this as one of your weaknesses, and they seeing how you react to it. And what they do, they kind of tuck that under their belt so they could use this against you later on, down the line, them dealing with you. And what happened is that once they see you probably getting the upper hand in a situation, it could be where you being successful in one area, or it could be where you rising higher and above them. They take this thing that they tucked up under their belt, and they start to lash out on you, and they start to do little things. They start to, I want to say, a lot of stuff. They'll do a lot of gaslighting, or they'll nitpick or whatever. I will use an example. I'm just using an example. Say, like, for example, you was at work, or you was with a friend or somebody, and they had done something that you didn't like. And what happened, you would start talking about it, start complaining about it, as far as how it made you feel or how you react to it. The narcissist actually, what they actually doing, they not really listening to you, as far as they having some type of sincere, they being sincere for you. They actually listen in, as far as they observing how you react, or how you reacted emotionally to it, or such things like that. If anyone understands, I'm trying to pick a good example so someone could understand. And what they actually doing, you will notice some narcissists, they'll probably stay quiet and they'll do a lot of listening, but you notice they're allowing you to do more of the talking in a situation like this. And they'll tuck that under their belt, and they'll remember that. And they actually, you gotta understand, people, that narcissists, they are very observant people. They study people. It's what they do. They study people to have some type of advantage over them, or see what they could do, as far as where they could get their foot in the door to get any type of narcissistic supply. And this could be anything, as far as financial, or attention, or any type of way, any type of praise. Is all about them. So that being said, they actually observing and listening, as far as you complaining about something, or as far as you spilling out your guts to them. And what happened, they'll remember this later on down the line. So if they feel that you are getting out of hand with them, what they do, they'll try to chop you down with however you react. And if you react a certain type of way emotionally, or react in a way where you're not in your logical state of mind during that time, they will try to use that against you. They'll try to say something, as far as like the example I just gave you, as far as like, well, you know what, you need to start doing this. That's why people do this to you. Or, you know what, the reason why you having this problem is because you're such and such, or you don't have enough of this, or you don't do enough of this, or you do too much of that, or you do too much of this. If anyone understand how I'm saying that, this is what the narcissists do, and they know exactly what they are doing in a situation like this to devalue you. And this in a way to get you under their control, to chop you down and make you feel unsure about yourself, or to maximize whatever the problem is more than what it really is in the real reality. But they want you to live in this reality, as far as you unsure of yourself, and you're not confident of yourself anymore. This is exactly what the narcissists want. And they feed off of this, people. The more and the more you react to this in this particular type of way, they are actually feeding off of this. And this is what gives them their narcissistic supply, as far as devaluing you, seeing you miserable, or seeing you unsure yourself, And this is their way of feeling like they have that control over you. So that away, this their way of, I should say, putting you in their place, putting you in your place as far as the narcissist. That's what I meant to say. Putting you in your place as far as the narcissist wants you to be in their control. And the more this happened to you, of the narcissist doing this to you, devaluing you, the more and more you become inferior to this narcissist, the more the narcissist going to become superior to you. And the narcissists know exactly, how you feeling. Trust me, people, the narcissists know exactly how you feeling in this situation. This give them more of a sense of power and control, especially a controlling narcissist, especially a narcissist who like to control people. And this right here, most of the time, could come from a narcissist who dominate. These are the particular narcissists who always dominating people, who always dominating a situation, or they always dominating a conversation, or they dominate people, telling people what to do, how to do it, or when to do it, or however they want them to do it. These are the controlling narcissists. So these are narcissists that actually do this the most. And I'm not saying not only these type of particular narcissists that do this the most, but any narcissists who like to have control actually do this. And what happened in this particular situation, the narcissists, they start to brainwash you. They start to put this reality in your head now, exactly how they want you to think of yourself, how they want you to think of your friends, family, people around you. This probably during a time where you isolate yourself from your reality and start to make this narcissist your validation. And most of the time you finding yourself not getting this validation, and this is exactly what the narcissists want. So this right here is a way where they could keep you under their control, and this will give them their source of narcissistic supply, because in a narcissist's mind and reality, you have to come to them to get that validation from them. And they know it. They know exactly why you reacted the way you reacted in your devaluation phase. And what happened, the narcissists themselves, you have some situation, the narcissists themselves probably not feeling good about themselves, or going through a bad time, or miserable or unhappy themselves. And they see you having a lot of this happiness, and they see you being successful or moving up the ladder, and they don't like this because you rising above them. So they'll say things and do things to try to chop you down and tear you down to make you feel beneath yourself. And this tactic will most likely allow you not to proceed any further in your situation as far as you moving forward to your success, or you feeling confident of yourself, things like that, as far as in that nature. And you start to feel a lot of things about yourself, as far as you don't feel like that person who got the confidence that you used to have, or you don't feel as if that you could do things without getting this narcissist approval. So this is exactly what the narcissist is doing. And what happened is that the narcissist, like I said before, they actually feeding off of this. So now the narcissist is putting you in their reality and painting this reality for you, which is a real bad reality as far as anyone dealing with the narcissist. You live in this reality of, you have no validation but them. So like I said before, the narcissists do this for a lot of reasons. And this is why the narcissists, devalue you, because they like to have that sense of control. And in their mind, they actually feel that they own you. You are theirs. You their possession. So if you get out of hand, they got to put you in your place. This is, believe it or not, people, this is the narcissist reality in their mind. This their mindset. And if you so happen to get away, or if you so happen to discard them in a situation where they're not ready to cut you loose or discard you, this is really where they get really vicious in this situation. This is where they really just, they come at you with everything they got, in ways that you would never predict or expect out of them, because you're getting away. And you devalue, I ain't gonna say devalue, you more discarding them. So they do not like this. So this is where they really, they are really rage, at this. And, you could call this a narcissistic injury. And that's where they really, really will latch out in this situation. So if anyone, been in this situation, or they catching themselves in this situation where they start to discard the narcissist before the narcissist discard them, just be aware of this and be very careful, because they could become very dangerous in this situation. I could mean that psychologically, mentally, they will really chop at your insanity during this situation with the narcissist. So be very careful at this, because this will really rage the narcissist. So if anyone wondering what to do in a situation like this, if anyone want to know how can they cope with this, or how can they get out of this situation, or how they could be in a certain mindset as far as the narcissist devaluing you in this situation. The one thing about dealing with a narcissist is that anytime you're with a narcissist, gotta remember that a narcissist is not your friend. These people are not your friend. No matter how much good times you have with this person, no matter if you get in an argument, and then the argument just turn out to be where y'all make up, and they start to do the things to make up with you, and y'all start to have this friendship again. You got to remember that the narcissist is not your friend. Because most of the time in a situation like this, dealing with a narcissist, that they do things and they say things that it gets so far where it can't be repaired. It can't be fixed. It's too damaged for them to do anything as far as making up. So that being said, is that most of the time in a situation like this, is that you have to be the one do most of the observing and most of the listening, more than what you are doing the talking and conversation. You have to cut yourself short as far as conversating with the narcissist, and don't share a lot of things with the narcissist. If you're going through a bad time, if there's something bothering you, it may be times in your life where you feel like you don't have a friend left. You feel like you don't have anyone there to listen to you but this narcissist. You have to hang in there, and you have to just cope with some of the problems that you're going through outside the narcissist. It won't be easy, because the hardest thing to do in a situation like this is detaching from the narcissist, especially someone married to a narcissist, or been in a relationship with one, or co-parenting with a narcissist, or even one that being a family member, because they got you so emotionally tied into them as far as you dealing with them. It'll be hard to detach where you feel like you have no one outside the narcissist. But to prevent a situation like this is to know that the narcissist is not your friend, and don't share anything with the narcissist anymore. Although it may appear that they listening to you and they sincere about you, and they may come off that they have compassion, but you got to understand, in some situations, you dealing with a narcissist. Even when the narcissist is down and out, and they come to you for compassion, they come to you for you to be sincere for them, and you feel like you helping the narcissist. All this going to do is that you built the narcissist up to their strength again, where they'll turn on you and they chop you down and they out and they leave you hanging high and dry, and they left you for dead. And in this situation, you just got to remember that this person don't really have your best interest in heart. And if it appear that they do, it's all about them. You got to remember this, people, that it's all about the narcissist. They will actually invest into you so they could have all the investment, into them. So keep this in mind, people. You have to be more observant towards the narcissist. Start paying attention to how the narcissist talk. Most of the time, the narcissist, they know the game. They know exactly how this works. So you may be in a situation, the narcissist not doing a lot of talking. They don't tell a lot of things about their personal life or their situation because they know how this works. The narcissists hate weaknesses. They don't like to appear, weak. They don't like to appear vulnerable. So they will not allow you to get the upper hand. So if you recognize the game with this narcissist, you will know exactly how to react. And remember, people, it's more about observing than absorbing. Don't absorb. Be more observant dealing with the narcissist. And you'll notice yourself, you'll start to see a lot of things much more different, in your logical state of mind than your emotional state of mind. So keep that in mind, people. So hopefully this video then helps someone else out. I didn't cover everything in this video as far as why they devalue you. There's a lot of other reasons. I just try to cover everything in this video as much as I can and try to keep this video short. So thank you very much, people, for watching this video. And I will start making more videos again. So take care, people. Keep your minds protected. Keep your heart shielded. And stay narcissistic free from these people. Have a good one, and thank you very much for watching my video again. Have a good one, and be talking to you again. Thank you.